This is ADT's new home security system, and it has a standout feature called Trusted Neighbor, which is essentially taking smart locks to the next level. It allows you to grant access to your home to specific people at specific times for specific reasons. In this video, I'll go over why you'd want this feature, as well as give you a demo of what the experience is like from both points of view. That of the homeowner, the one who's giving access to the home, as well as the visitor, whoever is being given access to the home. That way you'll know exactly what to expect from ADT's Trusted Neighbor feature in the real world. My name is Corey from Security.org. Let's get into it. Now, ADT splits Trusted Neighbor users into two categories. You have neighbors and you have helpers. And generally, you're granting temporary access to your home based on either specific events or scheduled access. So what are some specific examples here? Well, let's begin with events. Let's say that your video doorbell detects a package. Well, you could grant access to your neighbor to bring that package inside. You could also grant access for events like a smoke alarm, or let's say a water sensor goes off. For helpers, think dog walker, think house cleaner. You can schedule access for one time or schedule access on a recurring basis. The trusted neighbor will be alerted on their phone whenever an event happens or whenever that scheduled access period arrives. And then from there, they'll be able to access your home for a predetermined scheduled amount of time. They can access your home either by using the ADT Plus app or by using a custom smart lock PIN that you provide to them. As soon as the trusted neighbor accesses your home, you're immediately notified, your ADT system disarms, and then whenever they leave, you're also notified and the ADT system rearms itself. So it's nice, there's transparency at every level here. Now, I did want to note that recently, after our testing with ADT, that the Trusted Neighbor feature has expanded its functionality even further, now utilizing the facial recognition of the Nest video doorbell. They've rolled out a feature called Auto Unlock, which allows for hands-free access for trusted people. It pretty much goes like this. The doorbell will detect a familiar face, and if that individual is allowed access at that particular moment, then the door will automatically unlock. Pretty cool, right? And it's nice to know that the system is sort of continuously evolving, right? New features are being rolled out after its launch. So let's jump into the ADT Plus app. I'll walk you through this trusted neighbor experience for both the primary user and the trusted people that you grant access to. So here we are in the ADT Plus app on the main screen. And you see here the people section. That's where we're going to add the trusted neighbors. So you can choose from neighbors or helpers. Beginning with neighbors, you can see that it describes what a neighbor can do, various things. So we'll tap to get started. Here you'll add all the details of the person that you're adding. So their name and either their email, their phone number, and then you'll send your invite. The invite will ask them to download the ADT Plus app and to make an account. Let's continue to permissions. So here you see event and schedule-based access. For this particular neighbor, I'll select both of these. Next, you see I can choose those specific events that I'll allow access with. So package detection is what I'm concerned about with my doorbell camera. Maybe this neighbor works from home and they're nice enough to bring in the packages that are left at my door when I'm working. So I want to select that. And then we have burglary events, emergency alarms. I'll leave those on as well, but I tell this person, please don't put yourself in danger to access my home during an emergency. A water leak, I can understand that, but otherwise, we'll leave those emergencies to the ADT professional monitoring. And then at the bottom, I'll only want to be notified when the system is armed away. Next, I can select how long they'll have access for after a given event. You see I have options as short as 1 hour or as long as 24 hours. Then I can choose the entry methods. We have entry with the ADT Plus app, but you can also create an entry code that they can type into the smart lock that only works during the access period. Awesome. So the code is set. Here we have a summary of what I've done with this user, this neighbor. and I can change it as I wish. I'll tap done and we'll move on. So now I'll add a helper, and that's more or less the same process, but here I'll be focusing on the scheduled access. You see here I have options for everyday access, on a recurring schedule, a single day, or a range. I'll select on a recurring schedule. And I'll give access on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays every week, let's say, because, hey, maybe that's when I need to have my dog walked. Then I'll select my access times. And here you see you have some default times, some general times of morning, afternoon, daytime, nighttime. You can also set a custom time. One extra feature that ADT offers is something called auto relock, and it's basically exactly what it sounds like. So here you turn it on and you have these preset time periods after the initial unlocking of the smart lock. So here 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds, that Yale smart lock is going to automatically close up again. So it offers a little bit more reassurance, right? Some peace of mind when folks are coming and going from your house. All right, so let's shift to what the experience is like for the trusted people that you invite to your ADT system. Initially, they're going to receive a text message or email, whichever one you selected, inviting them to be your trusted neighbor. They'll have to download the ADT Plus app, make an account, and then they'll be ready to get started. In the app, for everything to work, they're going to have to grant location access, they're going to have to allow notifications, and then you get a bit of a tutorial here. You see when to come by, how to get in, then instructions for when you leave. So here we are, and it's telling me that we don't have access right now, but when will we have access? Let's click more info to learn a little bit more. Here are the 3 events that will grant me access after they occur, and it also tells me for how long. So I have package detection, burglary alarm, and emergency and life safety alarms. Let's shift over to a scenario where we do have access. So my dog walker on a schedule. Here's the schedule, it's 12 to 5. And now here we are in that window of between 12 and 5 where we have access. So let's visit the home. I'm right outside the door, I'll tap visit. The smart lock unlocks, the home disarms, and now I can enter. And notice that I can lock and unlock the smart lock while I'm in the house right here without arming the system. Now I'll take care of whatever task is needed, whatever I was there to do inside of the home. And then once I'm ready to leave, I'll go outside and tap secure. And then it prompts me, hey, make sure you leave first. And then after confirming that, the lock relocks, the system arms again. And there you have it, a successful entry and exit with Trusted Neighbor. Finally, let's see what it looks like from the primary user's point of view when a trusted person is accessing their home. So as the primary user, you're going to be getting push notifications for any Trusted Neighbor activity. So you can see those notifications here that a user entered or left the home, and then the corresponding system disarming or arming notifications. It's also displayed front and center in the app. Tapping into that, you can get all the details. And that pretty much covers it. The Trusted Neighbor experience for both the system owner and the trusted people that you invite to help you out. Okay, I hope that was useful and helps you to better understand what to expect from ADT's Trusted Neighbor feature. It's just great to see this innovation from ADT, right? To be bringing in these new features, the utility for customers, solving issues that haven't been solved before. That's what you love to see in a home security company. So there you have it, ADT Trusted Neighbor, definitely worth checking out. Now be sure to subscribe to Security.org for more videos just like this. And if you want to learn more about ADT, be sure to check out our full review over at Security.org. I'll link that in the description below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.